Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of We've
We've
Had
had
a
a time.
Time.
Pew,
Woo, woo, woo,
pew,
woo, 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 woo,
pew.
woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Do you think when people hear that, do you think it's overstimulating to the ears?
You know, I've never thought of it because I always know it's coming.
No, same. Same. It like I don't even bat an eye when I hear it.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like, all right, let's go. Here, here comes the remix.
Do you think people just like skip that part?
I hope they don't because every week is so new and fun and fresh. So I hope they don't. But you never know.
You just never know.
You never
Or
know.
maybe they
The
chant
4
with
views
us.
says they might.
Maybe they chant with us. Maybe eventually we will be a cult.
That's the ending goal. We're just going to slowly sneak our propaganda in there of just opening a compound.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think
Like
that'll be
Manson,
great.
but like we have no desire to kill. It's really just like for goofs.
Just for, gigs, giggities.
It's true. He almost had it if he just didn't fucking kill people.
Yeah. A lot of them almost have it if they don't
I mean,
rape and kill. That's really all it is.
right. Like, can we not? Like, what if y'all were just a cult that just did silly shit? Where's the
Arts and
silly
crafts.
cult?
I really just
Hello?
think nobody would super bat an eye at cults if they just didn't promote teen marriage and teen pregnancies and rape and drugs. Just don't do any of that and you'll be fine.
It's like you're trying to form this cult to film to form like what you deem as like a utopic little cohort.
Right.
But then you go back to all the shit that was wrong with the outside world in the first place.
I think about that all
and then
the
you
time.
justify it. And I'm
I
like,
think
you
about that
dumb
all the
bitch,
time.
you almost had it.
Because so I just watched Transformers 1.
Okay.
The animated
With Miss Megan
Transformers.
Fox. Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
a
called
new one.
Transformers 1.
Yeah, because it's
Got
Origin of Optimus Prime.
I'm caught up.
Thoroughly enjoyed. Very good movie.
Yes?
Yeah, I loved it.
Wow.
I thought it was so good. But what I realized is Chris Hemsworth can't scream in an English accent.
Correct.
An American accent. Sorry.
Oh.
Because he gives a speech. He gives a speech every now and then. And he can't go up. He can't scream.
Wait, is he Mr. Optimus Prime?
Yeah, he plays Optimus.
Oh.
Scarlett Johansson's one of his buddies. There's some more people in there. I forgot their names. Oh, John Hamm. John Hamm is in there. He plays one of the villains.
Love him down.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a couple times where Optimus is supposed to be making a speech and he's supposed to be riling up these people.
Sure.
And he can't get over where I would have seen someone start screaming and be like, "We will rise," ah,
like hyping him up.
Right. He
Planet
just can't get up there,
shit.
so it stays right here. Maybe right here.
Well, it's because his octave is so he has such a
low to start,
deep, low register. Yeah,
but you see him scream. I've seen Thor scream.
That's true.
So he just couldn't in an American accent, and I found that funny. But aside from that, the main reason why I brought this up is because you see the origin of the Decepticons in that movie.
Okay, yes.
Which great job. I was like, whoa.
Period.
Wait.
A fan.
Right. and it happens in everything. I'm watching it in Game of Thrones too. But it's these evil people are everything literally the speech for the Decepticons, spoiler alert. When when you see that character start to turn like kind of evil and like upset, he's like, I will no longer like bow to leaders, like la la la, like fuck them, basically. And then he's like, follow me. I will lead us to revenge.
And it's like,
Ain't that
bitch,
the shit?
I
30
thought,
seconds after. Crazy.
like, why do we have to answer with vengeance?
I thought we just said, like, we're not following nobody, bro. You just said.
Yeah. And
Follow
if we
you.
wanted to do that, let's just go somewhere else.
Let's just
We don't have
stop.
to
Right.
rampage and kill.
This planet is big
Let's
enough
let's
for.
move. Yes?
Huh? Let's
Like,
leave.
damn. You
No.
already have a following. It's just like, why? Just like villains in general, why do we want to take over the world? Like,
What is up with that?
Like, what is the point? What is the fucking point? I don't see the appeal in taking over the world at all.
I find most villains like, I hate everybody villains, right? Like everybody's
Right.
dumb. Like I've been done so wrong by people, I hate them all. So it's like, go somewhere else. You know,
Why do I want to
leave
run
all
people?
of these people.
Like, why in God's name, if I hated people that much and I despise society, why would I feel the need to delegate everybody?
Right. If no like
and
people, why go where people?
too many people.
Many people.
And that's why they want to kill. It's
like
just
the
too much
solution
work.
is just to separate yourself.
It's just far too much work.
I don't know. The Joker was like that. I'm like, if you hate this goddamn city so much, leave.
Literally, the thing about Gotham is, why didn't enough people just leave?
It should be abandoned.
Like,
Y'all
at that
live,
point,
I believe, on like the outskirts of like Oklahoma. Just go.
is that
Go.
where Gotham is supposed to be?
I have no idea. But I think of it as like New York, and I'm like, you can go to
Right.
Cincinnati. Like, you can go
Go
somewhere
on the
else.
outskirts, bitch. Like, it just doesn't seem
Maine.
like Gotham is worth it. Like,
I
you
don't think
step
it
outside
is.
your house and you get, like, your throat slit.
Right.
Hey, no thanks.
No.
I would rather live in a barn at that point.
I would rather live in like, yeah, no, a barn would be good.
I would become a boxcar child.
A
You ever read those
house.
books?
No. I've never read those
damn.
books.
That was a deep cut.
Too deep for my blood. For my shitty
Too
memory.
deep. Only 90s kids know.
I'm older than you.
And yet you don't know who the fucking
Apparently
boxcar
not.
children are.
I know.
That's a cult.
I just have That's the example of a cult.
And that's a fucking cult right there. A couple of orphans banding together.
So
Get into it. No, boxcar.
Boxcar.
Bitch, do you think they would live in a soapbox?
I don't know. I'm sure if there's stories about children living in shoes, I am sure there are soapbox.
Okay,
kids.
I guess I didn't really disclose that it wasn't like
Are they
fantasy
real
or
people?
anything. Yes, they were orphaned.
Let me look at it.
And I forgot like why they were running away. But they're all siblings. There's like 5 of them. And they run away. They find themselves in a boxcar and they make their life there.
Like a train.
Yes, madame.
Oh, okay.
A box
I really
car.
was like,
a car that is box.
Yeah. How old are the boxcar children?
Oh, they vary in age. I think the youngest is like 5.
14, 12, 10, and 6. You're really good.
Thank you so much. I actually love those books like way too much.
There's a section of the Wikipedia page that says current status. And it says at the end of the novel, the children are very glad and make the boxcar their clubhouse and happily live with their grandfather.
That's right. The grandfather ends up like finding him. And the grandfather, I think, is like, I could be wrong. I could be thinking of something else, but I think the grandfather is like well off, and then at the
Oh,
end they like live with him and everything's
they just
fine. But
end up
it's
being
like, bitch, if
rich.
his parents died, like why wouldn't you know right away? You
Father.
had your fucking grandchildren living in a boxcar, fending for themselves.
That's so crazy. 1924. This was published.
Only 20s kids know. Only 20s kids
162
know.
books. That's a long
Yeah.
life to lead for children.
It was a huge piece of literature.
Anyways, how do we get to this? Oh, we're becoming a cult.
Oh, yeah, we're forming a cult.
Correct. Meetings are on Tuesdays. It's a
Uh,
potluck, y'all. We've
it's a
discussed.
potluck. We play games. We have fun cocktails. But please contribute something. We have an Excel sheet so everyone knows what you're bringing. Please be prepared to do a PowerPoint presentation
On your job.
introducing yourself, on your job, your occupation, your career, your education level. We would just love to get to know you more. Maybe a fun fact, and please get ready to play icebreakers. So,
Fun fact about yourself will be needed for 4 separate icebreakers. So just make sure to bring
correct.
4 separate facts. And that's about it.
That's
just remember
all there is to
everyone
it.
has a gluten allergy. So keep that in
Oh,
mind.
everyone?
Everybody.
Damn, everyone? Is that why my tummy hurts? Damn.
It has to be. What else could it
Surely. Lactose intolerance.
Anywhoosies, we can't wait to see you there.
See you then. Be there, be square.
Yeah.
And it's all virtual.
It's all we're not going anywhere.
But it's a potluck.
But it's a potluck. It's kind of like Roblox. We meet on Roblox.
Wait, I have something to say about Roblox. We are straying so far from the path. But this is the last thing I'll
Dressed
say.
to impress?
Yes, bitch. You get me. Are you on?
No, because I just fear I won't do anything else. But Austin has offered to download it on this computer. So if you play, maybe I'll play.
Oh, girl. Romy and I, we have played. We have played heavily. One time, what was it? This was like a few weeks ago. We spent like a good 6 hours just going back to back. We know the lore. We played with my niece.
Crazy.
We've unlocked things. We are fashion mavens.
Oh. Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah. We've used codes. We've got into fights with people in the chat.
Love.
I'm pretty sure they're like 8 years old. I don't give a fuck.
No, yeah, they're young. They're young on there.
They're talking shit. One time, I didn't even like. Sometimes Romy and I will like say something just because it's like we just love to stir the pot. It's funny.
Yeah.
One time I didn't say anything, and they were dragging me for some shit. I forgot
what.
Oh, my club outfit.
Oh,
which was she was cunt.
It was
club appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot what she said to me, but it was so uncalled for. And then, oh, they had an all brown outfit. I said all brown at the club, looking like doo doo. And that cracked me up. And I laughed my ass off. And I placed second.
Oh shit! A champion.
A champion of sorts, a fashion maven, might I add. But yeah, they're all coming at me. But DTI is just so, it's fun. Get into it. Let me know when you download it.
You can do it on your phone and iPads, correct?
Yeah, we've only been playing on our phone. We've been meaning to like go on PC because I think it's easier to play, to navigate.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, maybe I'll
so I highly recommend get into it. Let me know when you join. Yeah. We're into it. We're clocked in.
Okay.
Join us.
Okay. I'll have to
Join
join.
us.
I'm the last to join, honestly. Everyone else is on it. So
Yeah, dude.
okay, I'm down.
It's
I've been
okay.
convinced. It's on my to-do list.
It's so
Dude, do I
fun.
have a list?
Just tread with caution. I ask myself that at least once a week.
Do I have a
Not
list?
about you. Obviously
You're
about
like, as I'm editing these, I really think that she has a clinical disorder.
I actually sent you an anonymous note about it, so if you could just, you don't have to write
Clean
me
that
back.
up real quick.
Just take the criticism as it is.
But, well, it's all right. It's the least upsetting thing about me.
You're like, actually, that's not even the worst flaw, so
It's fine. That's my
I accept it.
character.
Right, correct.
Speaking of characters.
Speaking of characters, so today I thought we would talk about just theme parks. I feel like you and we have a lot of theme park stories. And I did think about this because I was thinking back to a time long, long before I knew of your existence.
Oh.
So Six Flags is pretty close to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very immersed in the Tumblr realm. Specifically, and I don't know if you know about this, but like the community of Filipinos in Tumblr was very specific. It was a lot of cheese, a lot of corn, and not the kind that we like.
Oh no.
It was a little cringy, but it was canon to who everyone became as people today.
Later on. Sure.
Correct. Yeah. And so all that to say is I was just thinking about the time I went to a Tumblr meetup at Six Flags. That same day, I believe I met AJ Rafael.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I did.
I love
and
him.
I don't know if I have the picture, but I was just
hope
thinking.
you do. I'm like,
it was a
Phyllis
time.
And AJ Rafael.
I only meet A-list celebrities, okay? Get into
Your entire existence is like a deep cut of shit. Everything is so niche. Like, it's just so, it's amazing only if you like that. You know what I mean?
It's just, like, it's a little
legendary.
too specific.
Yeah, it's legendary for people of that community only.
I'm fucking dead.
But I love him. I'm in the community. I was like, damn. Yes.
Yeah. He's a symbol of the Filipino community. Truly.
I believe it.
I don't even know why he was there. I think it had to have been like a Filipino Heritage Month thing. Okay. Because it was in October.
What an
and then it was
interesting
also
Six Flags to be in, though.
What an interesting Six Flags experience in general. Because why a Tumblr meetup?
Why a Tumblr meetup? That's so telling of your age.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they're like, if we're gonna meet up, it's, we might as well do something fun.
It's dated for sure.
It's original habit stacking.
Man, let me tell you, it was definitely a time to be had. But I was thinking about that. Yeah, and I just thought it was so crazy. And I'm like, what a crazy thing to do I think I was like 13 or 14 at the time. 14, I think.
That's
and it's
wild.
just it's a funny thing. They don't do it like that anymore. You know what I mean?
No.
You'll never see that shit anymore.
People don't really like meeting up anymore to do things. I think anyway.
I know.
I don't have any interests where they're like, yeah, and we're all gonna meet up, to do this thing. Come one, come all.
It's really hard to find like a collective community like that. Like a
like the
very
Tumblr
like a niche community, like Tumblr Filipinos, swag era.
Oh gosh.
Truly.
What were you wearing?
Yeah.
Was any plaid involved? Any Toms of any
Surprisingly,
sorts?
not. But I would be lying if I said I didn't have pictures, real documentation of that time, featuring me and a digital camera. It was me, a digital camera against the world, and a new era flat billed hat. And 3D glasses with the lenses popped out.
Oh, of course. Of course. God, that is so. What do you think is the equivalent now?
It's a great question.
I wouldn't know. It's hard
Like,
to
just at, like, any community in general,
yeah, like
like
anything.
that.
If you saw something and you were like, you know what, that reminds me of a new era flat billed hat.
Nothing I can think of, because I think now, like, there's not really like a community. I mean, there is, I'm sure, but as far as I know, like, it kind of just feels like everyone Costco samples everything.
Sure.
Like, if we're going back to like style, like,
Hmm.
there's really like no, there's trends, but there's not trends, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, micro trends, like those phase out so quick, and we just run things into the ground now. They're not really prolonged over like a period of time.
I agree.
Were you talking about style, or were you just talking about like doing like Tumblr meetups?
I was,
I don't know if those exist.
I was more along the lines of the style.
Okay, yeah, period. Okay,
Do
so
you
I
know
was on
what
the
I
right
think
track.
replaced meetups are like pop-ups for shit? Does that make sense? Like Rode will have a pop-up
Yeah,
for something, for like a new product they're coming
sure.
out with, or like when Shay Mitchell did that random pop-up to clean your base luggages.
Sure. Yeah,
So
I
it's
mean, there's
like,
still like events, but like, is there anything that is ran by somebody in the community? Because those were spearheaded by a person with like a strong Tumblr following. You know what
oh,
I
you
mean?
know, the
So I
only
guess the
thing I can
closest
think
thing is
of,
like influencer meet and greets.
yes. And then I also think, but I feel like right now influencers are doing the pop-ups with the brands. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna meet an
Sure.
influencer, it's not a meetup of their own anymore. It's like a meetup in collaboration with something that they came out with a brand. But what
Or
I
to,
think
yeah,
is
to promote
similar
something, yeah.
is the Swifties. I think the Swifties still do that shit.
Like, they meet up and stuff.
I think they still meet up because you know how they have like sometimes they have, oh wait, K-pop people. Don't K-pop people meet up to
K-pop
like
people,
dance?
yeah. Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
I think it is. I see it on my TikTok all the time. What
Period. Or
someone had to have organized it.
what is it? Like, I guess people who like, I wonder if people like who frequent conventions do that, like they do
Oh,
meetups.
maybe.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know
furries,
anymore. I think furries
anime
still.
heads.
Did you see that one TikTok of a furry convention? And they were telling it, like they were asking everybody what their day jobs were, and it was
No.
like assistant principal or like oh my god, who does taxes? Somebody was doing
An accountant,
taxes. Yeah, like a real one.
like a
And then
real
another
one.
one was like a garbage man, and then another like a mailman. It was just like our normal,
Isn't that nutty? They walk amongst
our blue
us.
collar.
Furries, they're just like us.
Truly, Amazon delivery driver, furry on the side.
You spend it on what you like, I guess.
I know, because those things are have to be expensive.
Oh, they are. My
Have to be.
my niece is interested in the furry space, and I've
Oh,
looked things up like that before
uh-huh.
out of curiosity, and I was like, damn,
Sure.
that is. And a lot of times like they make their own stuff, so it's
Oh,
just like, uh I don't know, it's just like a huge investment for
for people. Every hobby
a
is
hobby. I mean, truly, yeah,
expensive these days.
I guess you lose money with everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. So I guess, yeah. But Yeah, it's
Damn,
expensive and time consuming all the
I
same.
believe.
But I think like if you're really into it and you're like working towards something like building a costume, like I'm
Mm.
sure that's fulfilling.
We just haven't found that yet. So,
Haven't found the hobby that will take aside from this that I
mhm.
can just run through time with.
Damn, we'll
I
figure it
tried
out one day.
crocheting. Did not work.
You said can't knock me for trying. This is so far from what I thought we were going to talk about today. When you had
It's
brought up,
true.
roller coasters theme parks, the only thing I could think of was when we were just there at Disneyland. Me and Austin were like walking, and I hear like something splat on the ground behind us, and it was like this big like white thing that had hit somebody. So I thought somebody had thrown like an ice cream at somebody else or something like that. Like that's what it looked like. Like picture
Okay.
on the ground, you see this white stuff. This girl is like, "What is this?" And it was on her back. So I thought like a little kid or like somebody was being dumb and
Oh my god.
threw an ice cream at somebody. So we're looking around and I'm just kind of staring, but not like enough. And a
Sure.
coworker says like bird poop. I said, "What?" in my brain. And the girl said the same thing. She was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah, a bird pooped. Sorry." And I shit you not, the amount on the floor, it was like this much. On on the floor. It had landed on her back and then the rest of it hit the floor.
That is crazy.
How
I'll tell you
how much
I'll tell you one
shit?
thing though. Cuz those birds are eating good.
The,
You're circling around a fucking theme park. You're
smart.
you're eating damn good, dude.
I just
But
was
with that
so
requires a fat shit, a
true.
fat doo doo.
I was just so appalled because
Oh, for sure.
you heard it. Everybody heard it in the vicinity.
The way that it made a sound
It made
is
that's what I'm saying.
crazy.
It made a full sound to the point where we had
That's
to turn around.
crazy.
What kind of like what thing does that? That's why I was like, someone must have thrown that at her. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see someone get arrested at Disneyland. I've never seen it before. I've only seen it on TikTok. Lo
That's
and behold,
crazy work.
a bird shit on her. I can't even imagine. I would have gone home.
Honestly,
I would
because
have called it.
here's my thing about getting pooped on. I know it's good luck. I've heard. And guess what? Honestly, the
This
times
is
that I have experienced a bird poop incident, good things like small good things do happen. However, why? Why does it have to be bird poop?
and also, do you
Why? It is
think
like the worst. I mean, all poop is bad, I guess. But it is the most certainly the most inconvenient
it's
because
the
most
certainly
things that
yes.
poop, you can avoid it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh,
You
it's on the
can
ground. Don't step on
barely
it.
you can't dodge that shit unless you're looking up 100% of the time.
Right.
And even then, it's just like has this ever happened to you when you get a car wash and then a bird poops on it directly after? Has that ever happened to
Mm-hmm.
you?
Many a
Yeah.
time. I have to park
Yeah.
around plenty of trees.
Like that's the shit I'm talking about. It's just like I
It's just
didn't
such
even
an
fucking ask.
inconvenience.
Like why would you do it where where there's things happening?
Right.
Like go to the trees, bitch.
Right. Right.
And they like
Land. Maybe land.
right. Correct. And like I know that birds like they don't have like the thing that like they can control when they poop, right?
Oh, it just happens? I have no
Yeah,
idea. I'm
they
assuming that's
just
why like they just
they
be
do the
shitting
do.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. They have no control over it. So
That's
I
so
get that
scary.
and I empathize with the birds, but at the same
Mhm.
time, I'm gonna need you to have a designated area, a litter
Right.
box of some kind.
Of any kind, really. I felt so bad for that girl. I really was like, what do they do? Because this poor girl. You have to change. One. There's no like staying in your clothes.
Right, like get the stain out, but also imagine if it like went into her hair.
Oh, and it did.
If it goes on the face. It did?
Yeah, because it was her back, like it was her whole backside.
Dude.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that shit was in her socks. Like, it really ruined the whole day. Anyways, yeah, no, it definitely ruined her day. I was like, now we have to go buy clothes if I'm not staying here, which is like the majority of the people. I go to Disneyland, in my opinion.
Right.
Where am I to shower? There's like, it's not like there's showers.
You got
There
to do it in
should
the
be, I
bathroom
think.
sink.
Yeah. I feel like Disneyland should implement an area for those occasions where like there's just no you just need the shower. Like I don't know what it could be, but there needs to be a shower option.
Well, you bring kids,
Right.
they're so susceptible to having an accident.
Right.
Bird poop. Yeah, that's a great idea. Like I feel like maybe they should have like not always open to the public, but you would have to ask like a worker to like unlock
Yeah.
it.
Just be like hello or like even pay for
And
them.
just like a rinse area, you
Right.
know? You could do it in the bathroom, but let's be honest,
I
like
want a full
most
area.
Disneyland bathrooms are crazy.
You
They're
have to
crazy,
find
they're
secret
chaotic,
bathrooms. There's an
they
entire
smell like
TikTok dedicated to it.
straight ass. Oh, I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
that's not
On a
an
hot day.
environment where I want to be washing down.
On a hot day, I don't even want to be thinking about a Disneyland bathroom because regardless of if it's hidden or not, it's still gonna smell like something.
I know that shit smells crazy.
Even
Crazy.
the ones that are like semi-hidden, it's just like you can't avoid it. Like people are sweating, people are shitting, some people are vomiting, babies, any age is really getting taken care of in there. So it's gonna smell if
Yeah.
it's hot. In
There's
the
just too
winter,
much
it's
going
easier,
on.
in my opinion.
And that food be tearing people up.
I have every possible. I have like heartburn medication. I have Lactaid. I have literal Tylenol. I have Pepto Biz. I have it all in case
Right.
because there's something in there that makes it oh so good, but so terrible for your stomach lining.
Everything's a laxative for sure.
Everything is a laxative. It's insane.
I believe it.
Come prepared.
I'm saying. So, yeah, Disneyland bathrooms are crazy and they should
Crazy.
stop.
Hmm.
I don't know if I've ever told you this story before, but this is like this is core memory theme park horror story. I wouldn't even say it's a horror story, but it was a pretty nutty story, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. I was in Girl Scouts, period. We sold
Thank
a
you
good
for
amount
your
of cookies
service.
this year. Thank you so much. It was an honor. An honor and a privilege.
Thank you. It was my honor, my privilege.
Scout's honor. Yeah. So it was a good year for us,
Okay.
cookie wise. We made our
Yes.
quota.
Love.
And the incentive, of course, is like you get like some sort of prize.
Okay.
We were like a small troop, and we were all like we were all pretty tight,
Okay.
for sure. And yeah, so we did really good. And for some reason, I don't know how we finessed it. One of the meetings we started talking about like, what if we just like instead of all getting a prize, like we went to Disneyland.
Wow.
And I don't know how, but we fucking finessed it. We made it
Period.
work.
Period.
And the troop went to Disneyland.
Okay.
Girl Scouts go Disney, period.
I love.
But the plot thickens. So
what's your age?
Drive down
Sorry.
at this time.
Yeah.
Good question. I must have been like 12.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just setting the scene.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. I was 12 because my parents had me do Girl Scouts at like 11. Anyways. So the gals go to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And it's our first day in the park. We're vibing. Um, and we go on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
We're doing the boat ride. It's me and my homegirl, like behind like two other girls in our troop.
Okay.
And then I don't know how the rest of us, but no parents were around. It was just like
Oh,
the girls
okay.
within the boat. And
Okay.
so we're doing the boat, and one of the girls in front of me, she goes, I don't really feel that good. And we were like, oh, like, are you going to be okay? Like, she goes, yeah, I think. And so we're going through the ride. I think like midway through, she yaks in the boat. She did not go in the water, which I guess it was kind of better.
I guess.
Yeah, like
Better
I
for
don't even
who?
know.
Better
Workers,
for who?
workers, I guess.
That's
Not
fair.
I.
I mean, they have to clean it either way.
It would have benefited the boat to not, but also how in God's name would they clean that up? I don't know if
I
they have
have no idea.
filters, whatever.
It's fine.
Regardless, she decided
She
to throw up
hacks
in
in
the
the
boat.
boat.
And we were like, "Oh, fuck." And the rest of the ride, and like,
You're sitting in it.
well, it wasn't even, it was another girl, and she was like, so like, those two girls were really sweet, and they were just like so patient with each other because she looked sick, but the other girl was like, it's okay, like, because I don't know, if that was me, I probably would have freaked out a little more, but I was behind, and
Sure.
I was like, you could smell it, so the smell was
Oh.
kind of crazy. Definitely interfered with the Pirates of the Caribbean smell, you know, the one.
Oh, such a good one too.
So the vibes were a little off. But I just felt so bad, and I was just like, damn, we're gonna have to tell somebody like when we
Yeah.
get off.
Right.
So we get off the ride, and like, you know, like the exit's like one way and the entering's another. So we're like getting up, and we're like, okay, we're gonna tell the worker that's like at the end of the exit.
Yeah.
And then like we just hear like the people in front of us like, what the like they just look down and they see that we're like, oop.
Oh no.
Yeah, but then the girl's mom had to come from NorCal and
Outside.
go all the way to Disney. She took a flight. Yeah, dude, and she had to come get her. And I think we had to like, we ended up using some of our money because obviously it was a last minute flight,
Yeah.
and we were all like middle to low class Girl Scouts.
Sure. You said
So,
what
like,
cookie sale can pay for an emergency flight? None.
right. It wasn't in the
None.
budget. But it was fine because Miss Girl was sick, and she was being a good sport about it like the whole way. Like she was even trying to watch not World of Color. What's the one that's in Disney?
Fantasmic.
Yes, Miss Girl was trying to sit through Fantasmic. Trying to be a good sport, like very like she was like a very like
shy,
like sweet, like human. And she threw up again, so we were like, all right, we can't do Phantasma, so we dipped all together, which was fine. Like we were gonna go back the next day. Yeah, we could not stay.
Oh, this was a multiple day Disney trip.
I think it was just 2 tops.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that nutty that we could afford 2 days?
I'm thinking,
I don't know,
like, damn,
I don't know how many fucking cookies we sold.
Cookie sale. I know.
I'm gonna tell you, I did not do much of that much networking. Like,
because what year is 2000? What year are you?
12, 2008. I always subtract by 4 because of my sister. Oh, not you doing the math.
I just did a quick Google. That was when it was $75.
That's crazy.
Ain't that nutty? $75 that girl wasted. Was she just sick from the food, or like what was giving her so many pains?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that part. She ended up having this. She ended up having the stomach flu.
Stop. She probably
that
caught
was
it
pretty
from
crazy.
someone nasty.
She caught a bug because she was fine. Either that or she wasn't disclosing that she was like kind of sick, but she
Because she
seemed
wanted to
fine.
go.
Like we were all hyped. We were ready to go.
Maybe
And it
something.
wasn't until like Pirates, if I'm not mistaken, like we made it through most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, dude. But that was crazy.
That sounds so miserable for her, and I feel really bad.
I know.
Oh my goodness. I really just don't know what I would do if I were to get sick. You know? Now
No,
as an
I'm
adult,
saying.
I'm like, I feel like I've been to the point like where I'm in the bathroom and I'm like, you're gonna puke. And then just like giving myself a pep talk and like breathing through it to where I don't puke,
Sure.
you know? And I've won the battle many a time. Sometimes I lose miserably, but I can't imagine having to deal with that battle while there's like nothing can stop us now. Get me out.
Not in the fucking happiest place on
I
earth.
know, I'd be so upset.
Dude,
I'd be like,
I would. She's so real for that because I would try to stick it out too.
no, yeah, I wouldn't have told a soul. My leg could be broken, and I would be like, no, it's okay. I'm
Like
suffering.
we're 12 years old going on this trip with the homies. It's not a family
Hmm.
trip.
Yeah, it's like we're alone in Disneyland. Like, this is the best day ever.
Right. I think did my mom go? Yeah, I think she was there. But they're like in
Period.
the background. Like
Yeah, they're
basically
not
like
the
you're
main
with the
attraction.
homies. Sure. Like yeah, that's a huge deal.
That's so wild. I really cannot
That was
imagine.
nutty. I know. She
Feel
was so
bad for
real
her.
for that. I
I
know. I hope she's
thankfully,
doing well.
I thankfully don't have that. I don't have any horror stories so far
Ooh.
because I have a trip planned up, as you know.
We'll just
I'd
make
be so upset.
some. I will make your birthday trip so chaotic, nasty, disgusting. I'll
I
catch a
love it.
bug. I'll catch COVID. Uh, I'll do all the things.
I'd be so down.
I'll throw up on Incredicoaster.
Oh my god. Well, at least that one is easy to clean.
Is it? I think
Yeah,
it
because
would go behind me.
when you clean a vomited car, from what I understand from one time when we went to Disneyland and the people in front of us, yeah,
Crazy.
is they like wash it down and then they put this powder on it and then they wash it down again and then they run it. So like they run the ride and it's supposed to help like take off all the yak, like the force of the ride. So they just keep running it
That
until
is
it's gone.
crazy.
No, well,
Wow. Physics.
I know.
How about it?
How about it, indeed? But no, I don't have any like. I don't have any horror stories. I used to go to Universal because Universal at the time when I was younger, we would. I don't know why they were selling like six park tickets for like X amount of money. That seemed to be a reasonable amount
Oh,
for my
period.
family, anyways.
Sure.
So we went so often, but I really like. I just remember riding the Mummy like 85 times. And that's
Oh,
really it. I
shit.
don't remember anything else. Yeah, we like had
Yeah.
the point where the picture gets taken, so we like already knew. So we would
Oh, yeah.
pose.
You like had it timed.
Yeah, we fucking knew. We're like, okay, here comes the photo. That's probably like the most high. Well, at the time, it was the most high value ride. Like Universal
I
before they put Hogwarts in
know.
there, and I don't know what else is
Now
in
the
there. I don't even
mummy,
remember.
I feel like the mummy is gonna like phase out now.
I
They
feel
always had
so sad.
Jurassic.
Yeah,
But
and I
yeah,
don't.
they
I
never had
hate Jurassic.
Simpsons. Listen, the first time I went on that, I almost flew out.
And
I
yes,
almost flew
that is
out.
a strong
That shit was
possibility. I
terrifying.
literally hate drops like that. I don't really like roller coasters. I've endured
Yes.
some just for the sake of like wanting to be cool, but
Yeah.
no.
Little
So
peer
that one
pressure.
I'm always like, y'all can go without me. I am fine.
I love them, but some of them are like, yeah, they always take me by surprise,
Yeah.
which I could go down a whole rabbit hole. Like, are there any songs in your mind?
Not really.
Give me like one little song.
Okay. Let me look. Oh God, I just started playing a song. In regards to the theme, or oh my God,
either one at this point.
the only thing I can think of is Juna by Clairo.
Okay, you know what? I've been vibing to that a lot too, and that
I
album's
really like
really
that song.
good.
Sexy to Somebody I also really like.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes. No, I love.
I love it.
Um,
What do you got?
the one song that comes to mind, is this the correct name for it? Mutt by Leon. Is it Leon Thomas? Oh my
Leon.
god, no, I
Oh,
don't know. Or is it Leon Bridges?
Victorious.
Leon. Oh,
Mud?
Leon Thomas. Mutt, like with two
Mutt.
T's.
Mutt. Moot.
Yes.
Great. I haven't heard that. I'm gonna listen to it
It's a
right
good
now.
one. She's a vibe for sure. Leon
Well,
Thomas is victorious, right?
yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Because then there's
You don't
Leon
have to
Bridges,
be
who
afraid to
is
put
not
your
a
dreams
victorious.
in action. No, Leon Bridges is uh I always remember because one of his songs is in Big Little Lies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I miss that show.
Me too.
I
Bring
might
her
rewatch that show.
back.
I'm almost done with Glee.
Honestly, I'll be real. I never finished the second season,
It's
and
tough.
I really should pick it up again.
It's tough. It's kind of slow.
It's a slow burn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was
It's
just
kind of
me.
slow.
But season 1, I'll run that
Had
hoe
me
back. I
chokehold.
love that show.
Everything was like, what is going on with these women? Reese Witherspoon,
Dude,
like incredible,
ate the fuck up.
incroyable,
Ate the fuck up. Everybody
great.
ate down.
Shailene, great. I
One
forget
thing
that other
about
lady, great.
Nicole Kidman, Laura Dern.
Laura Dern. That's what I was
Laura
thinking.
motherfucking Dern. Love her.
I love them all. I love them all. And it's so like that has to happen. That has to be somebody's lives. Like I know it's not a true story, but that just has to be. It has to be the life of Monterey.
Naturally.
If any of us move over there, we're gonna
Inspired,
have the exact same experiences.
had to have been inspired by a true story, I'm sure.
Has to be. But also, how does single mom Shailene Woodley live there?
That's just not possible.
That one is wrong.
I think those prices, the cost of living there maybe was a little unrealistic, but
Egregious, to say the least.
a little exaggerated for the show, one can say.
But still, how else are you going to have that character there if she didn't somehow miraculously afford an entire house? Small.
Correct.
But a house, nonetheless.
A house at the end of the day.
And a child.
In this economy?
That goes to the same school as all these rich kids. Maybe
Suspicious.
a scholarship. I don't know.
Maybe
Either
maybe a
way.
small inheritance that they never talked about.
Never addressed. But still.
Plot hole for sure.
Ridiculous. Anyways.
Oh my goodness. Well, I do have to bounce. But
I think this, you know what? They can't
Thanks for
all be
sharing.
winners.
Listen. Yeah, no, period. I feel like things have been shared. Things have been shared today.
You guys learned more about us.
We got a little too deep into cults, and what of it?
And you would too.
And what of it?
Again,
Let's
we
talk
meet
about it
on
next
Tuesdays.
Get into it. I would love to do a little cult deep dive. Anyways, well, that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Follow the socials, follow our cult, follow anything else that interests you. It's a goofy cult, no violence.
No violence,
period.
no raping, no
pillaging
marriage,
of any kind.
Sorry. That
we just don't do that
silly.
here.
We just do arts and crafts, and then every 4th Thursday of the year, we do karaoke.
And what's so wrong with that? Sign me up.
The list is virtual, of course, as is everything else.
Naturally. As well as the potluck. So, get into it.
Anyways, bye.
Yep. See you next week, friends.
Peace. And then
Bye.